In this video, we're going to discuss how you can use the Alpha Anywhere report writer to create linked reports. So linked reports are reports that are embedded into a parent report. So consider a very simple scenario here where you have, say, three tables: a customer table, an orders table, and a payments table. And for each of those three tables, you've defined a report. So here, for example, is the report for our customer table, and you can see we have two customers, customer 1 and customer 2. Then we have a report here for our orders table, and if we preview that report, we can see that we have three orders. Two of the orders are for customer 1 and one of the orders is for customer 2. And then finally we have a payments table, and here's our payments report, and if we preview that, we basically have three payments, one for customer 1 and two for customer 2. And then if we look at the customer report with embedded reports, we can see here we have the customer report, and inside the customer report, embedded in this report, after the first customer record has printed, you can see we have the orders report has been linked in on the customer ID field. So we're only going to see here the orders for customer number 1, and there's the total of the two orders for customer number 1. And then embedded as well is the payments report, and you can see here there's the single payment record for customer number 1 with the total over there. And then back on the parent report, we have the net amount due. So we have this $517 there, we have the $45 over there, and then the net amount, which is this value minus this value. And then for the next customer record over here, we see again the orders report and the payments report that are linked in. Now obviously in this particular case, this is a very simple example, but the nesting can be recursive. So within this orders report, there could be additional linked reports, and you can continue to link reports recursively to any depth that you want. So the ability to create linked reports is very powerful, and let's go now and take a look at how this was all done. So we'll continue now in the next video where we modify our customer report and link into it the payments report and the orders report. So we're continuing now with our discussion of the linked report feature in Alpha Anywhere, and we're going to take this report Customer Simple, which currently is just a simple report on the customer table, and link into it the orders report and the payments report. So let's go here and open up this report in the editor, and we can see that this report was designed using the Report Genie. So here's the report in the Report Genie. Now in order to use linked reports, you need to convert from the Report Genie into the layout table report editor. So I'm going to go here and click this button that says Open in Report Editor, and it's important that you choose the layout table option over here. So let's go ahead now and open this report in the report editor, and you'll see now that we see the report in the layout table editor, and if we preview it, we basically see our two records over there. And now what we would like to do in this report editor is create insert the two linked reports. So let me just make my screen a little bit smaller so we can bring the toolbox into view. So what I'm going to do now is give focus to the row in the detail view, and now I'm going to go here and click on the new linked report button in the toolbox. So I'll go here and click new linked report, and that brings up the linked report editor. So I'm going to go here and choose the first report, which is going to be orders. And then what I'd like to do is link this report on the common customer ID field. So let's go here and define the link. So in the target report, the field is called customer ID, and in this report the field is called ID. So that's going to go ahead now and link that report, and then if I go ahead and click OK, I can see that the report has been linked right now, but it's was inserted above the row. So let's go now and choose this row and just drag it down so that we now have the linked orders report underneath the row. So I'll go ahead now and hit the save button and then run this previewer to see how it looks. So you can see now what we have is the first customer and then the linked report underneath it, and then we have the second customer and we have the linked report underneath it. So let's go back now into design mode, and then let's click on this cell right now and split it. So we're going to split the cell, and so now it's split the cell into all of the component cells. So let's go back now and select that cell, and then shift click on that cell over there, and then shift click one more time to select those three cells, and then merge those three cells. And now let's basically take this cell, and that cell, and merge those into a single cell. And then what we're going to do is we're going to insert the linked payments report over here. So I'm going to just double click on this cell to bring up the cell content editor, and I'm going to go here and choose linked report, and then click on the edit button, select the report, so we want the payments report, and again we're going to go ahead now and define our link. So we'll go here and choose the customer ID field in the target report. This is the customer ID field in the payments report, which is going to link to the ID field in this report, which is the customer ID in this report. So go ahead and click OK, and then click OK, and then again, and then one more OK, and here we have this second report linked in over there. So now let's go ahead now and preview the report. So here we have the customer record, and then the linked orders report, and then the linked payment report over there. So we're not seeing the right edge of this report because we don't have enough space. So let's go and fix that up. Let's just make this a little bit smaller and make that a little bit bigger, and let's go ahead now and preview it. So it's still not quite enough, so we'll go back and do a little bit more adjustments. Let's move this a little bit more in and move this one out a little bit more, and then save it and preview it. And so now we have basically the total showing up. So the next step now is to get the totals. So let's pause now and pick this up in the next video. So we're continuing now with our video on linked reports, and we've just shown how you can embed the orders report and the payment report in the customer report. But now what we would like to do is display the net amount due, which is the total order amount minus the total payment amount for each customer. So in order to do that, we need to be able to reference these values, this $517 value and this $45.34 value in the parent report. So let's go ahead now and see how that is done. So we'll go back to design mode, and then I'm going to double click on the orders report to bring up the editor, and you can see that in the orders in the report, the link report editor here, there's a section called external fields. Now the goal of external fields is to take reports fields that are in the linked report and expose them at the parent level. So let's go ahead now and define external fields, and I want to basically define a field called grand, or maybe I'll just call it, say, order total equals, and then let's go ahead here and click fields. So now what this is doing is it's showing me all of the fields that are in the orders report, and one of the fields in the orders report you can see here is this calc field called grand total for amount. So I'm going to go ahead there and insert that, and so now I have a field at the parent report level, in other words at the customer report level, called order total, which gives me the value for the grand total. So I'll go ahead there and select that value and then click OK. And now what I'm going to do is add a new row in the detail section here. So I'll go there and right click and say add row after. So now here's my new row, and I can go here and into this cell. Let's take that cell and that cell and then merge them together and type over here. We'll go in here and type in some static text. I'll say order total, and then I'll put a field in over there, and the field that I'd like to put in is my order total field. So this is the field that I exposed from the child report. So if we go ahead now and we save this and then go in preview, we can see there we've got this 517 value over there from the parent report. So now let's go ahead and expose the payment total value as well. So we'll go back to design mode right now, and oops, I put the field in the wrong place. So let's go here and change this back to static text that says order total, and then let's go to this cell, the adjacent cell, and set this to the field, and then go to order total over there. So, and then we'll just get rid of some of the additional space. So go ahead now and preview it. So there's the order total and then the value. So now we'll go and repeat that process for this payment report. So we'll go ahead here, we'll go to external fields, and we'll say here total payments equals, and then we'll go ahead and pick out our field, and there from the payments report we're going to pick up this field, which is the calc grand total for payments, and then insert that over there. So now we'll go over here to input in some static text which says total payments, and then go ahead, and now in the adjacent field let's take those two fields and merge them together, and then let's put our field over there. So we'll go ahead now and say calc total payments over there, and then go ahead and preview it. And so now there's our order total and our payment total, and now we can go ahead and define the net amount due. So let's pause now and pick this up in the next video. So we're continuing now with our video on linked reports, and we've shown now how you can define calc fields at the parent level that referenced field values in the child reports. So now we have the order total and the payment total available to us in the parent report, in other words the report for the customer table, and now we can go ahead and compute the net amount due. So let's go ahead now back into design mode. I'm going to go here and add another row. So right click and insert row after. So I've got another row over here, and I'll go here and I'll type in some static text that says net amount due, and place that in that field. And then I'm going to go over here to this cell, and I'm going to go and define an expression, and then I'll bring up the expression editor. So my calc, I'll bring up calc fields, and the first one that I want is total, is order total, and then minus, and then go and choose the total payments, and this is going to give me the net amount due. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then click OK, and then save it and preview it. And so there you can see we have the net amount due, which is $472, which is $517 minus $45. So what we've shown in this video is how you can link reports and that are defined and link them in a parent report. When you create a linked report, you link it on common fields that are common to both the parent report and the child report. And then most importantly, how you can then in the parent report reference field values in the child reports so that you can do calculations on those values. So in this particular case here, we are referencing this value over there, this $517, which is the order total, and this $45, which is the payment total. So the ability to create linked reports is a very powerful feature in the Alpha Anywhere report editor. The only caveats are that when you want to link a report, you need to turn the report into, you need to move away from the report genie into the full report editor. The report needs to be, the reports that you link, the child reports, need to be defined as layout table reports. So in this particular case, both the orders report and the payment report were both defined as layout table reports. They can be defined using the genie, so you can see here the orders report is in fact built using the genie, and then in order to get the amount total, we just selected that column, and then we checked the total box over there, which gave us the order total. But this report could also have been done in the layout table report editor as well. But linked reports cannot be defined as free-form reports. So the parent report can be either a free-form report or a layout table report, but the linked reports themselves need to be defined as layout table reports. So thank you very much for watching.